Hey guys, welcome back for another campaign speed run thingy. Last time we did Joan. Here she is. We did okay on her. We got a world record very briefly. But let's see how we're going to do with Saladin, which is the Age of Kings campaign after Joan. But yes, of course, we will be starting our adventures in Arabia and Egypt with an Arabian Knight. So yeah, this isn't a world record time like the other ones. This is just supposed to be a fun little guide and introduction to speedrunning. However, my time is pretty close to the world record, as in, I think it's like within 10 or 15 seconds game time of the world record. So let's get into it, shall we? So here we are in the scenario editor. Again, we're just going to do an overview of the scenario, because when I show the clip of my speedrun attempt, or at least my best attempt, things can get very hectic and frantic, and I think it's helpful to sort of outline what we need to do in a more, I guess, relaxed environment where I can like show things a bit more clearly. Anyway, Saladin 1, very straightforward scenario. You got this big old army over here, and it says in the beginning that you need to defeat the Franks west of Cairo or something like that, but you don't actually need to do that. All you need to do to actually win the scenario is first you need to bring a unit right over here when the Egyptians enemy you, and then like beyond that the only thing you actually need to do is destroy this town center right here. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So we're going to be starting with a large army here. You can see right away that the men-at-arms and the heavy scorpions are going to be very slow. So we're going to not worry about those. We're not going to do anything with them. So instead we are going to immediately take our light cavalry, which are our fastest units, and we're going to send them, down this way towards the south. And then immediately behind them we'll send the camels and the two Mamelukes. Units will attack us, but we won't worry about that. But we can ignore our infantry and siege for the entire scenario. The way it works out, and you'll see this in the run, like 5 light cav will sort of get ahead of the group. And then what we'll end up doing is all the 5 light cav will be running ahead, and then just a little bit behind will be all of our other cavalry. But everybody is still getting sent in this general direction to the south, towards this main area, I guess, of the West Franks. And once you get to around here, I'm in the scenario editor, I can just show you exactly where it is. Once you get to exactly here, the Egyptians will change enemy to you, and you will need to bring a unit to over here. So maybe in the original scenario, you were supposed to have to like break your way through this gate, but you don't actually have to do that. You just need to get to right in front of the gate, and then the Egyptians will ally with you again. So the goal is going to be our cavalry is running this way, where we're getting shot at and all that stuff, but we don't really care. We'll run past here, we'll get this cannon galleon, and the cannon galleon, all we will use it for is to destroy this blacksmith, so we get +2 defense. But that's not really, I mean, it's nice to have, but it's not like the biggest of deals. Anyway, once we get over here, our light cav will get here first, and we'll, kindly knock on the gate and try and bait some of the Egyptian units out to, say hi to us. So once, someone opens the gate for us, we'll run out right on in, and then task them just to go make a beeline right over here. There's a castle over here and some towers around the edges of Cairo, but we don't really need to worry about those. Just run straight through the center of the city. And then our other cavalry units will be a little bit behind, but once they make it over, they will need to do the exact same thing, somehow have someone open the gate for them so they can run right on in. Now this can be pretty random, and this definitely isn't my favorite scenario to speed run, but yeah, it's kind of involves luck and just DE pathing not screwing up and you being able to run right in. But still, you need to get in, and once you do get in, you'll just run all the way over here. Your light cav will get here first, you'll sort of like touch this, and then you'll just keep on going. At that point, we will be getting a bunch of camels. Well, the Egyptians will ally with us, we'll get like a monk, a siege ram, and some cav archers, and a bunch of camels will be triggered to run in from over here. We're just going to instantly grab our cav archers and sort of bring them alongside everyone else, and we will immediately task all of our camels to go this way towards the town center. Now, there is a big old army here from the East Franks, and, well, we don't really want to deal with that. So the very first camel that spawns will be, like, around here, and we'll, as immediately as possible, send him over this way, and then all the other camels will follow suit. We'll have the camel attack, the first camel will attack, one of these pavilions around here, doesn't really matter which one, and that will make this whole army over here angry and want to chase the one camel. I'm sure you guys see where this is going. And all the other units will just be coming in right the direct way, and we'll just go right for the town center. While the one camel, we need to make sure he does not die, and we'll just run them around in circles, essentially, and the entire army, ideally, will be chasing you. You might have some straggler blue units that are still chasing you along the way, but you can either ignore them or kill them, I guess, depending on what you think you can get away with. But overall, pretty straightforward scenario. It's more or less point A to point B, except you just have to destroy the town center at point B. So with all that, I will show you my attempt at this scenario. Alrighty, so here we are in our attempt, at least as best as we can. And go, 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 go! You can see we're sending the camel, or the light cav first. 5 of them will split off, like I said earlier. And yeah, we're just going to send everyone else behind. We'll just leave our men-at-arms and scorpions to go hang out there, I guess. But yeah, you see how like 5 of the light cav will just end up outstripping everybody else? We just need to get those guys because they're going to be our front runners that will, you know, make the Egyptians angry and then make them friendly again. But there really isn't like a ton to this scenario. Obviously, there's no base building or anything like that. So we're just trying to, you know, we're not too worried about aggroing units, we're just focused on trying to run. But yeah, like this part right here is always the most annoying part because you have to bait the AI to open the gates twice, essentially. And this time I just happened to get lucky in that camel was right there and we were able to go right through. And you can see that we will kindly ask for someone else to open the gate. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe the crossbowmen are going to go through. And that's exactly what happens. And then I get unlucky, and then I get lucky again. But yeah, everyone's going in the right direction. Again, you have the 5 light cav, so, you know, if some of them die, it's not the end of the world. And there we go. It's like the, you know, hit the checkpoint. Grab the cav archers just because every little bit of extra damage helps. There are the camels spawning in. We'll send the first camel off for our distraction. And then everyone else is going to come on over. Still have some of the blue knights chasing us, which is a little unfortunate. I think I have to kill them at some point. But what can you do? Oh yeah, I think I try and debate them with one of the... Yeah, I used one of the camels to debate the knights. I think that worked out pretty well. And now we're just going to make the Franks angry by attacking their pavilion, as they just ignore the huge army to attack the one camel. And even some of the pikemen end up falling behind, so you can see where you can get luckier and can get some improvement, I'm sure. So I think I had to kill knights and pikemen, and that had to slow my time down just a little bit. But everyone else is going to be arriving in just a second. That whole army is very far away over there. Just make sure that everyone can be attacking enemy. And my camel does die eventually, but, you know, we're going to be winning well before that is an issue. And, oh yeah, the monk shows up. It does not matter. And for some reason it takes, like, a long time to actually win the scenario. But we should be doing that any second. Lost world record. There we go. 6:13 is our time. So that is Saladin 1, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I actually did check the record at the time of me recording this, which is 6:04 by ChazB. And so that means I missed the world record by, what's that, basic math? 9 in-game seconds, I think. So, little unfortunate, but still pretty close to the world record. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.